She looks to be about the same height as Hanako, and has short blonde hair that's quite roughly cut. That, in addition to a rather modest breasts, masculine suit, and deep voice, gives her quite an androgynous effect. I butchered that. I should really use Google Translate for these words, now that I think about it. A little late now, but it was a good plan. Without further ado, she plops herself down on the side of the table across from me. It's nice to have your company, after all, Akira. Did work let you off? No, they didn't. She just magically turned up here. Her name's red as well. Red versus blue. Yep, I have to go back there in a bit, but I managed to get enough of a break to drive down. She's on break. So, this would be Hisao then. Wait, what? A confident smile gets thrown in my direction, so I nod politely in return. Considering she just jumped straight into using my first name, she's much more informal than her appearance would suggest. You're worried about that? I mean, I know the thing, but still, like... Lily's been talking about you behind your back. Wait, if she already... Yes, now you've caught on. Wait, if she already knows who I am, that must mean that Lily talks about me with her. I wonder what she said. Sorry for not introducing you, Hisao. This is Akira Sato, my elder sister. I see. Nice to meet you. The person in question loudly claps her hands together, making Hanako jump a little bit. Akira notices this and looks uneasy for a fraction of a second before getting back into her stride. Only now do I realise that Akira hasn't paid Hanako's scars any undue attention. Hanako also seems to be comfortable, if not exactly relaxed around Akira. My god, I'm going blind. I've said this before, but still. Well then, I assume the presents got through. No point in waiting, considering Hisao and the birthday girl look like they're pretty eager. There. I butchered that, you can tell. Lily giggles as I awkwardly turn away, a little embarrassed by the fact that I couldn't hide my interest. Hanako's eyes are telling me that she wants to try the wine together with me, though how did you get that impression? So I settle for a look of badly framed indifference. What the hell is that? Is that my door? Bloody visitors! Where was I? Oh yeah, did I read this? No, I didn't. Well, if I did, double read. Akira manages to uncork the first bottle with small effort, and Hanako goes to get some glasses before I get to pour the 4 of them full of white wine. I heard somewhere that white wine has less alcohol than red wine, so I think it would be the best to start with. Here's to Hanako and to Lily's trip. Yeah, cheers, whatever. Cheers. After the traditional raising of the glasses, we all take sips of the pale yellow liquid. It's nothing like the stuff I've had with my parents, with the fruitness of the flavour almost entirely hiding the taste of alcohol. Maybe this is what proper wine is supposed to taste like. I don't know. Then again, it's possible that Akira just chose a wine which would be suited to our tastes, since none of us are used to alcohol yet. Or at least, I hope none of us are. Okay. This isn't too bad. I was expecting something harsher. If you hadn't liked it, I have a few other varieties you could have chosen from. You sound like you know your stuff when it comes to wines. Only a bit. I'm more of a beer kind of person. Honestly, I thought that. I have a drink inside down pat, though. What? As if to prove her point, she refills a glass before bringing it to her lips and flicking her head back. She downed it in one. Hanako and I slightly watch as the whole glassful disappears down Akira's throat. I can't decide whether to be impressed or put off, but I certainly don't have any urge to imitate the act. You bastard. Lily grimaces slightly at her sister's boast. I note that she is sipping from her glass as she does so, though. Anyway, now that Akira's gifts has been opened and sampled, shall we move on to ours? Oh yeah, we bought gifts, didn't we? Gifts? Oh god, why is there all this feels music? I can't feel anything, but still. That's right, we got you presents. It's your birthday after all. Oh god, we said the B word. This is from me. Lily pulls out the carefully wrapped doll from under the table and passes it to Hanako. How the hell did we miss that? That's a small... How did she miss that? That's a small table. I don't know about Hanako. No, noticing it. Still, leave me alone. Hanako handles the presents as if it was glassware. It was 20,000 yen. Carefully turning it over to remove the tape that binds the wrapping. Eventually, the paper falls from the doll, revealing the emerald green of the doll's dress. It's beautiful. I said that like a pretty princess. I'm not sure what reaction I was expecting from Hanako. The near total lack of dolls in her room made me think that she didn't care about them. But the look in her eyes now is something different. She turns the doll around with the same delicacy she afforded the wrapping, as if she was expecting it to fall apart in her hands. I'm glad that you liked it. It's how I picked it out, to be honest. I think that's just a push of saying you bled me dry, you bastard. I'm sorry. Shut up, Jay. Hanako suddenly remembers that she is not alone in the room and shifts her focus from the doll. Yes, I like it. Thank you, Lily and Tisao. Actually, I got you something else. I reached into my bag and removed the wrapped chess set. Yeah, happy birthday. Yep, I was stretching. Hanako carefully sits Lily's doll next to her and opens my present with the same care that she showed Lily's. Yeah, the voice is going. Before long, the checkered squares of the chessboard are visible, and Hanako gently runs her fingers across the card surface. Oh! Almost by accident, she triggers the catch to the lid, startling herself in the process. She opens it and retrieves one of the grey pieces. She seems as absorbed in the chess pieces as she was in the dolls before. They're coral, natural coral, undyed, or so I'm told. Thank you, Isao. Honestly, I don't think she cares what they're made of. No problem, it's your birthday after all. That's right, my birthday. Once again, Hanako's reaction seems a little off, but she carefully closes the board lid. I notice Akira's smile beginning to look very strained. I wonder if she knows anything about what happened in class, given that she seems to be treading on eggshells around Hanako. Why are we mentioning the B word? I'll have to play you again sometime, and we will not lose. I'll make sure I'll play you first. What a lovely picture. She takes a doll she received from Lily and holds it to her chest together with the small chessboard, putting the piece on top. The act seems to settle her down somewhat, and we just sit in silence for a while. I think it's one of the few times I've ever seen her generally happy, cradling the friendship of two people to her chest as tightly as she can. Thank you, Lily. Thank you, Isao. In the process of thanking us, Hanako drops the chess piece and fumbles a bit in her rush to retrieve it. Once she finds it, Hanako puts the chess set down and nervously gulps at her wine. It's as if the real world suddenly rushed back into her consciousness, and her fastest escape from it was in a glass. Hey, easy there. You shouldn't drink that fast.
It's a party, Hisao. Despite saying this, there is a slightly concerned edge to her voice. Eventually, a queasing...
my plan. I'll do that next episode. Lily proceeds to follow Hanako's lead, though not as eagerly. She looks to be taking small sips from the glass and letting the wine settle on her tongue before swallowing. I decide that this is probably the best approach and do the same myself. Since this is kind of an Since this is kind of a going away party for you as well, I hope you enjoy your trip at the least a little. Hopefully your aunt will be okay. Yeah, I butchered that, you can tell. I'm not reading it again.
I hope your aunt is okay too, Lily.
I just suggest you read it ahead of me. Lily and I are slightly taken aback by Hanako's fervour to wish Lily well, despite her own familial situation. Yeah, I'm a little impressed.
My, thank you both. I'll be sure to convey your thoughts to my family when I meet them.
It'll all be fine in the end, Lily. Don't worry about it. Since the room's mood has become noticeably more sullen, I decide to try and move things along. Well then, shall we start on the cake? My tentative suggestion has the intended effect. Everyone lightening up considerably.
Yes, please. Cake? I didn't know there was any cake.
I picked one up before I came along with some snacks.
Well done, Hisao. At least one of us remembered to bring one.
Everyone seems to welcome the distraction, so I retrieve the cake from my bag and start cutting it up. Mixing wine and chocolate cake isn't something that I thought would work well, but none of us seem to mind. Conversation is temporarily suspended as we start to eat. I was initially wary of this idea. After Hanako's panic attack, I expected the worst from tonight, but I think Lily's idea of giving her good memories of her birthday is working. That and also having it shared with her going away party. From Hanako's reaction to her gifts, I can tell she was really appreciative. Hanako tries to pour herself another glass of wine, but ends up spilling some on the table. She's had a couple by now, so considering that she's never had alcohol before, it's no wonder if she's feeling a bit lightheaded. She's drunk!
Sorry, Lily, I didn't mean to make a mess.
Don't worry about it. I've got it. Wait, did Lily say that or Hisao? Oh god, I think I butchered that. Lily reaches sideways and gently takes the fussing Hanako in her arms, giving me pause. So he did say it.
It's okay, Hanako. I'm just happy you're here.
Hanako gives only a faint nod in response. It's fitting, I suppose, that Lily would be the one to support her like this. I have no idea what Hanako would be like if she hadn't. Seeing the two like this makes me appreciate the fact that I'm privy to such an intimate moment. Even Akira can't help but smile at the sight. I never would have thought I'd manage to find new friends so quickly, and I'm all the more thankful that, of all people, these two are the two I befriended. They slowly break off from one another, Hanako regaining herself somewhat, while I quickly get myself back on task. I found a towel among Lily's tea set and start mopping up the spillage. By the time I finish, however, Hanako and Lily have managed to uncork the other bottle and have topped off their glasses. Looks like you're enjoying the wine, then. Just don't go too crazy with it after this, mind. Why do I get the feeling that they're gonna go crazy? We all dutifully nod and agree, but her reminder feels a bit silly, given that she's the one supplying underage people with alcohol. Ironic, isn't it? What's that? Oh my god, the faces. The second glass of wine goes down a lot quicker than the first, and before any of us notice, the second bottle is empty. While Akira is helping us finish them off, Hanako looks to be almost equaling her in the amount she's had. Oh, that face is hilarious. My head feels a little light, but I think I've managed to gauge my own tolerance surprisingly well. Hanako smiles lazily, toying with her doll's hair. I think it's a pretty safe bet that she hasn't moderated herself as well as I. I don't think it was Hanako's intention to get this drunk, but it seems that the alcohol hit her all at once. She has a very light frame, something which wouldn't help her handle her booze well either. Lily cradles her glass, running a finger around the rim. Her cheeks are rosy. I just remembered something going on. I'm back! Her cheeks are rosy, but she's managing to avoid looking woefully drunk. Akira is, as I somewhat expected, largely unaffected. Her smile might be a little wider than before, though. Maybe. She hiccuped? Yep, she did. Hanako suddenly hiccups and accidentally knocks over the doll. Oh no! I think I should maybe go to bed. Thank you, Hisao. Thank you, Lily. And Akira. I'm sorry, I had to do it. Akira. She slurs on it. She slurs Akira's name pretty hard, barely avoiding breaking out into a giggle midway through. She's completely plastered, and I can't decide whether I should feel a little bad or not for being amused at the state she's in. Well, I'm amused. It really is bizarre to see her acting so carefree. A shame that it's the only way to help of alcohol. What? I butchered that. A shame that it's only with the help of alcohol. There we are. There we are. Here, let me give you a hand. Akira begins to get up to help Hanako out, but she stopped when Lily gives a sharp cough. Heh? Hisao, would you please? Akira looks a little surprised, and I have to admit that I am as well. So am I. I don't mind the request at all, let alone when it's said with such a smile. It just come rather unexpectedly. Sure, no problem. Flat face up close. It's hilarious. I pick up the chess set and help Hanako stand up. I do feel somewhat responsible for her, considering that, other than Akira, I'm probably the most sober person in the room. She nurses the doll in one hand and offers me the other. Transition! We stumble out of the door into the hallway and into Hanako's room, Hanako bumping into me a number of times on the way. Lights flicker. Inside the room, I flick on the light as Hanako turns her attention towards a shelf on her dresser. An elegant doll is sitting on it, staring into the bare room. There you go. You'll be safe in here. Oh, she has two. Hanako gingerly places the doll next to the other one and straightens its dress. They sit in silence, hair and clothes perfectly arranged, just like the teapot in Lily's room. They serve as a distinct contrast to the dull white and greys that permit her bedroom. Permit her bedroom? I don't know. It's not permit. Satisfied that her dolls, her only two real possessions, are safe, Hanako takes a step back and stands up, staggering severely. Yeah, severely. I step forward to catch her if need, but she regains her balance without my help. For a while, both of us stand in silence as Hanako looks downward towards the cupboard. After a minute or two, she begins to sway a little from side to side. It's very off-putting. Are you going to be alright? Hanako raises her head and turns around to me as if she's only just remembered that I'm also in the room. Wait, what? Oh my god, what the hell is gonna happen?